So when I was in junior high, I went to summer camp for like a week-long period of time. And since I was in junior high, I became loaded for fun. I had all the gag gifts. We visited the store that had all these gimmicky gifts, right? So I had the ketchup bottle. You ever seen this one, the ketchup bottle? And you aim it at somebody, you squeeze it, and out comes a red string. Looks just like ketchup is on the way, but it's a red string. So then it hits them and they go, oh, freaks them out. I had fake vomit. The roll on the floor, this little rubber thing, it looks like somebody threw up there, right? It was like the coolest thing for a junior high kid. Had a pretend ice cube that had a bee in it, like a frozen bee. Put it in somebody's drink, and then I had the gum. You know the gum? You offer them a piece of gum, and then they slide it out, and it snaps them like a mousetrap on the finger, and you laugh at them. At the handshake buzzer. You know the handshake buzzer? Yeah. I had something that was like on a fishing line, and you stick it out there, and you put like a dollar bill out there, and you go behind the bushes, and then you go push this button, and it zips it away. So the person's like chasing this. I came ready for fun, right? So then I show up, I get unpacked, and I'm ready, and I have my friends, and there's the fake vomit in the bathroom. And I just wait, and it's somebody, oh, guess what happened? Big scene, and I just snicker, ha, gotcha. So then I'm like, you want a piece of gum? Snap, gotcha. And before you know it, all my gag gifts are out, and nobody believes anything I'm doing anymore. I offer them a real piece of gum, they're like, no thanks, right? They're on to my gimmick. The whole week was only fun for the first hour. No more gimmicks for the rest of the camp. People now realize I'm trying to get them. Didn't work. Today's April 1st, it's April Fool's Day, and today's lesson is called Sparring Lies. It's such a beautiful tie-in. Can I grab you again, Sister Arvin? So here's the idea. The idea is you don't want to overuse your gimmicks. You don't want to lie all the time. Nobody will believe in your lies. You've got to sell lies upon real things. And when somebody sees the real thing over and over and over, they're more likely to believe the lie when it shows up. So you need to use them sparingly so people are always concerned about your real moves. Can I have you on this side, please? As we're sparring, closed stance relationship. He's got a left leg in front. I also have a left leg in front. This is the most common fighting position. Closed stance, left leg lead. As we're sparring, a low risk move is a front leg roundhouse kick. I can just snap it out there and then retreat. I can check the distance. I can see what he's up to. I can see how he responds. Which you just kind of block the roundhouse kick. So I come in, he blocks the roundhouse kick. We spar, I do it again, too far away, but low risk, right? Now, if this person is responding to my roundhouse kick and they're using their hands to check it, to block it, that means the distance is in kicking range. Because they are needing their hands to intercept the kick, they're in kicking range. When somebody stays and plays, when they stay and play, this is the person that this move is for. And it's got to be used for the right person. You got to feed them multiple roundhouse kicks. They continue to stay and play. Now you can predict that when I do this, he does that. But I don't do the kick, I bring the kick through. And I turn it into a hook kick up to the head. They bite on roundhouse kick because it's been real so many times. It's been real so many times. It's been real so many times. And it's not real, but it looks the same on the footwork. It looks the same on the knee rise. It looks the same. One little detail I want to show you. When I'm here, look at this foot, the one I'm standing on. As I turn the hook kick, it turns backwards, toes point away. This really enhances sideways hips and allows me to have my leg go higher. Toes point, this makes my kick longer, and for a dueling competition, since it's not who hit who harder, it's who touched the target. If my toes are pointed, I have a longer tool, I get a little extra reach. If I'm using my heel, I'm a little concerned about popping them with the heel, but the kick could be shorter with the heel instead of longer with the toes. Sound good? I always do hook kicks to the helmet. I don't do hook kicks to the face. All right, seen too many accidents. All right, let's talk about a bonus tip. This is not part of today's lesson, it's just bonus. So Sparring in the sporting environment, right? Two athletic individuals are now going to do battle with a set of rules and a limited amount of movements that you are allowed to do, right? If that's the case, the superior athlete tends to be victorious. So athletic movement is highlighted in point sparring. Since Arvin's very athletic, how's he going to do if I don't let him touch your toes on the floor? If he spars with his toes not able to touch the floor, how's he going to do? I just killed his athleticism by doing one change. Don't let toes touch the floor. He's instantly non-athletic. Right? This feels terrible. It's terrible. I'm saying this to highlight what makes you athletic is very little heel pressure. Very little heel pressure. Very heavy toe pressure. Right? Now, I'm not saying spar on your tiptoes. I'm saying as you're here, the weight is onto the toes. Have you heard the saying they were caught flat-footed? They're caught flat-footed. Their heel pressure is heavy. To go from heel pressure to movement, you gotta transfer weight to toes. There's a moment in which there's time in which that takes. That's a split second that you need in an athletic match. So the weight should be transferred onto the toes. The heel touches lightly, the weight is on the toes. It will promote athletic movement. All right, bonus tip of the day is now complete. Today's lesson, part 2, lying, right? So we're sparring, and in response, I do something with my hands. Very common to do a front hand high, back hand low, a 1-2, right? A 1-2. In response, this person, they stay and they play. So he's blocking. When somebody's blocking, look at the range in which we find ourselves. Just outside of punching range almost always, which is the same as kicking range. If he stays and plays, and I'm doing hands initially, and he's staying and receiving with hands, we're in kicking range almost always. Once I get a predictable response, I can count on this person staying and playing, then we don't even do the hands. We show the hand movement, and we throw the kick. We draw the hands to respond to the predictable pattern of hand touch. Boom, boom, right? And then boom, boom, he's blocking. Boom, boom, he's blocking. Boom, he's blocking. Boom, and we stick him with the kick. Yeah? So we're lying to him with the feint. And the reason we're choosing that lie is because it's been based on the real thing, and we can create a predictable movement pattern. Both topics today are designed to fake somebody who stays and plays. They're sticking there. They're trying to block. Their hands are receiving your initial attacks.